Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for joining. Welcome in. Hope you're all doing well. Gonna play some Mario Brothers 3. Here we go. All right. Hopefully you're all doing well today. Thanks again for joining. Welcome. Make sure to hit the react and the share button if you're able to. Good morning. Let me get the comments out here in just a minute. Here we go. We'll get this thing just for fun. Hey, good morning. Tommy Kerwin. Uh, I'm watching in the baby monitor. My bubby just got mad at a toy and he's having a flip out session. Yeah, it is hot in here, y'all. Hot in the house. I don't think it's too hot in the rest of the houses, in the rest of the part of the house, but it is not right here. It's getting hot in here. Here you go. It's only going to take me about 6 minutes to get through this whole first area. So as soon as this first area, oh, come on. As soon as I beat this first area, I'm going to go turn the heat down because it is blowing. It is blasting. What's up, Jamie? How you doing? I could probably do it during this. Here we go. Here we go. Good morning. There's a new comment. I'm not using any rewind. I have the ability to rewind, but I'm not going to rewind. Not even if I mess up, because I'm doing this for a recording for my overnight shows, just like I ran last night. Did anybody catch the overnight show at all? Even a little bit of it? If not, no big deal. I run it just to catch new viewers. All right. You had it on for a while. Awesome, Kevin. Yeah, all this cool. You caught some Altered Beasts and some Ninja Turtles. Nice. I have like I gotta actually do a new recording of Ninja Turtles today. I'm gonna be doing the second arcade game. Not today, unfortunately, Tommy, but I appreciate you. I've done that before. I'll do that soon in the future. As soon as I have enough recordings of everything. Like, I only really need one recording of this, so the next time I play this, I won't record it unless I do like a partial run. But I would like to do a full 2 to 2.5 hour run. Here we go. Well, good, Jamie. I'm glad you were able to catch some. Here we go. Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, yes, I have done it before when I wasn't recording. But right now I'm trying to it's really hard to do a live stream and record it to make it look like you're not live streaming at the same time, you know, like to where you can, and also with kids, you know, like people judge on things like that, like rewinding during a, you know, like a live, like a playthrough, you know, like a no talking playthrough. I posted that to Twitch, y'all, in case you see that. Why not say hello? What is the point of lurking? I posted that to Twitch because we have 2 people over there who are just lurking. But I just don't understand the point of like just lurking. You know, for us, wouldn't you want to say hi to, you know, the creator of the show and like talk back and forth with them? I don't know. I think that's the fun of live streaming is talking with viewers. Hey, Death Star, welcome in. Thanks for joining, dude. It even makes a cool little sound when you comment. Hello again. I pinned your comment this morning, Death Star, because that was a good comment. Here we go. Yeah, I saw that. Shit. Thank you. Damn it. I'm surprised no one told me the game was muted. What's up, Patty? How you doing, buddy? For sure, but you say hello though, at least, Tommy. You always at least make yourself known, say hi. I don't think it's not lurking if you come in here and say hello and then, because you always, almost every time, say hi. So you're not really lurking. I mean, you may lurk after you say hello, but you at least always say hello. You know, I don't expect people to consistently talk every 2 minutes, but I mean, I do think, you know, it would be nice to know who's watching over there and to maybe try to build a community over on Twitch, but it's just crazy that every single person, like 90% of people who come in on Twitch don't say anything. And it just kind of sucks, honestly. It makes me want to quit streaming on the platform. Like, I really like YouTube and Facebook because people talk on here, man. People come in and they say hi, but Twitch sucks for that. People lurk like crazy. Like, they might as well just call the platform lurk. I mean, I guess you're good if you have blue hair and you play nothing but Fortnite, or if you're a Chad and you play nothing but Call of Duty. You know, but I'm neither. So, I don't know. Oh shit. There we go. Yeah, Mario almost got mushed, right? Yes, new comment sound detected. That's right. I'm about to change sounds for everything. I'm about to change sounds for one of the... I'm about to change sounds for all 3 of the Star Donos. Because there's 3 Star Dono donation graphics. And each one of them could have a different sound. So I just figured out how to change the sounds recently. And that I could. I didn't know that was something that I could do. I didn't know there were so many options they gave you on to change that. All we need now is people who stopped sending stars for whatever reason to start sending stars again to try to use it. No, there was lots of stars that came in yesterday. It was awesome. I really appreciate the people who never stopped sending stars. Here we go. Yeah, it's like a one-up sound almost. Ooh, I don't want that. What am I doing? Can't be helped. Add the Skittle hair generation. The Skittle hair generation. Yeah, right. Yep. Well, also it doesn't help that you know what they're doing now. They're figuring out that ever since they added screens in schools for learning, that IQ points have gone down like 7 to 8 points. So basically, this is one of the first generations that's actually like dumber than the previous generation. Yeah, honestly, I'm so glad I grew up in an age where everything was done with pen and paper. Oh, dude. I never use ChatGPT or anything like that. I still like to do research, man. I still like to write things down on pen and paper. I think it's good to hold a pen and paper and just write something down. It's good for your brain. It's good for your. It's just. I think it's good for your mind and your body to take your thoughts and transfer them to paper with your own two hands and not just by typing. There's nothing obviously wrong with typing, you know, because that's been around for years, but yeah, I don't know. Like I forget there's states that have completely gotten rid of screens. And I think we should go back to chalk, man. I seriously do. I think they should go back to using chalk or dry erase. You know, if a teacher's too fucking lazy to want to do it, get rid of them. I had some real. Hey, Annie Timberlake, welcome in. Good to see you. Annie Timberlake still holding on to that green badge. You're so awesome. Maybe one day she'll get that star badge back. With the fa-fa-fa and the welcome. Great to see you, Annie. Hope you're having a great day. Hope you're having a great time just existing. Existing is great. You know, there's nothing wrong with just existing. Kids don't even know how to... My kids do know how to write cursive. You know what's great is the school that my kids go to still teaches cursive. You know why it's terrible if we don't know cursive? You have a job interview today at 1? We are all by your side, Annie. Annie, you're gonna be okay. You are gonna be okay, Annie. You're gonna get this. You're gonna get the job. Because you know why, Annie? You're good enough, you're smart enough, and gosh darn it, people like you. Good luck, girl. Yeah, you know what you can't read if you don't know how to read cursive? The Constitution. And we live in a constitutional republic. We don't live in a democracy. We live in a constitutional republic. The republic part is we vote people in who decide for us. And the Constitution part is those people can't vote against something just because majority rules. They can't go against the Constitution, even if the majority says. And that's what the founding fathers made the Constitution for, is so that 90% of people, so that 51% of people couldn't take away 49% of people's property and their rights. So don't ever let anybody tell you we live in a democracy. No, we live in a constitutional republic. I still write cursive too. Well, for sure, but those laws can still be overturned too. You know, if the laws are ridiculous, if the laws go against the Constitution, then yeah. You're right, ADD. Now, if only the rest of these protesters would get that. For sure, right? Seriously. The dye has gone to their heads. It's seeped in, ruined their thought process. Good morning. And you know what's funny is on paper, you'd probably look at me as a moderate liberal, you know, like I believe that, like I personally, if I've always thought that, smoky smoke should be legal. That is something that Republicans typically didn't want and Democrats did want legalized. They wanted smoky smoke to be legal. They wanted, I believe that if two people, it's against my personal religion, but if two people want to, who are a man and a man want to get married, whatever, it's not my, it's not my problem to stop them, so on paper, but yeah, anyway, let's not elaborate on that too much. Everybody could put their 2 cents in, but then I'm going to switch forward so we don't get too into it. Good morning, Ashley. How you doing? No, you're right, Death Star. Everybody unload your one thought on it and then let's move on to something fun. Like, how do you take your coffee? I don't like my coffee with sugar or cream. I like my coffee with honey. Good morning, Janitor Man. I wish I could have some alternating sounds for comments. That would be neat, but it only lets you pick one. You don't drink coffee or tea? Fair enough. I like my coffee with a sugar cookie creamer. Yum. You don't drink coffee? Understandable. Have you heard the health benefits of coffee, though? Because the health benefits of coffee are pretty amazing. Yeah, I'm trying to get away from sugar, man. Like 100% trying to get away from sugar. What are the health benefits of coffee?
About 3 to 4 cups a day is linked to several health benefits. These include a lower risk of conditions like type 2 diabetes, Parkinson's disease, and certain cancers. Coffee also supports heart health, boosts metabolism, and may improve thinking skills.
So literally drinking coffee makes you smarter, makes your heart stronger, protects you against diabetes. Yeah, right? How do you wake up in the morning? Seriously. Honestly, a good glass of water and a stretch can be just as, and some deep breaths can be just as good as some coffee, honestly, if you don't drink coffee. But yeah, but coffee is very good for you. Now, over a certain amount of coffee, obviously not good for you, but everything in moderation, including moderation. Chris Knapp. I was not on all night last night, Shangor to Goku. If you ever see on YouTube, it's just gameplay and no voice, no cam. That's not me. That is my gameplay recordings being played for the masses. Like right now, I'm recording this so I can play this on a live stream overnight. I play, be moderate with your moderation. Everything in moderation, including moderation. He did. That turtle took off on me for sure. Nope. And the good thing about YouTube is you can post and you can do live streams of, you know, content that you've recorded. I don't really eat much, and I don't usually buy sweets, soda, or sugar in my coffee, and Kool-Aid are pretty much the only sugar I consume, for the most part. Yeah, what I'm trying to do lately is I'm trying to go towards more fruit than anything. Look forward to more kitchen live streams today, by the way, if you like those. Hammer Brothers are the bane of my existence. You know, just go in there with a star or fireballs and you'll be good. Big thanks again, Chris, last night for freaking rallying the troops last night.
Well,
Sending 500 stars and getting so many more people.
And showing a little bit of
support,
everything.
Man. Pretty awesome of you, Chris Knapp. Thank you so much, dude. Here we go. Did you guys know allegedly Nintendo paid someone to go into to infiltrate Sega to give Sonic Adventure and a few other games bad code so they would do bad, so they would be glitchy? They allegedly paid him like $2 million to go work for Nintendo, or to go work for Sega and basically infiltrate Sega and give bad advice and bad code to the programmers of Sonic Adventure, and pretty crazy. So every time you get stuck in Sonic Adventure or have a little glitch happen, it's probably because of the guy. Right. Nintendo don't want competition. That was funny. Isn't that crazy? Yeah, right? I saw a video on that this morning. Did you guys know there were 29 games for the launch of the PS2? That's crazy. There was only, what, 2 games for the launch of the N64? Maybe 3? 29 games for the launch. That's a lot. There was 12 games for the release of the PS1. For an N64, I believe it was Mario 64 and Pilot Wings. And for... No! I thought I had a little more time. Let's see here. Wasted a cloud. I don't ever use the clouds. I intentionally wasted the cloud. Hey D, hope you're well. I still remember my PlayStation demo disc with Warhawk, Twisted Metal. Dude, the PlayStation demo disc I remember the most had Frogger and Intelligent Cube. Did you know there was a PlayStation demo disc that accidentally held the entire game of Crash Bandicoot? They accidentally put the entire game on there. Oh, look, Mr. Bobo. I dodged a paratrooper. Welcome in, Mr. Bobo. Everyone knows you can't dodge a paratrooper. Everyone. You know, that's one thing I always hated whenever, you know, I was in school and someone would be like, everyone hates you. Like, everyone hates me? Your mom doesn't hate me. Like, they automatically think they know that how everyone thinks. Everyone likes pizza. Everyone loves this. No, not everyone does, you douche nozzle. Not you, Mr. Bobo. Even though... Let's see here. Yeah, Intelligent Cube was fun. Ashley Campbell. Not everyone knows that. My mom doesn't know that. People who haven't played Mario 3 don't know that. So not everyone knows it. Hey, Ori Ranshaw, how you doing? The Pope doesn't know. Everyone knows. What's up, Ori Ranshaw? You guys better watch out for Ori. Ori ran Shaw right out of the building. Shaw was not happy about it. What's going on? Ori ran Shaw. I'm here just at work. Okay. Matthew Wind, welcome in, buddy. I am having a good day. Thank you. Okay, so what's funny is it says it's still there. Okay. Yeah, I'm looking at it right here. So let's see here. Yeah, it says they're still there. The raid, you said the raid sticker's gone. The lurk mode sticker's gone. Okay, well, what I might just do is in between my next live stream, now that I know where to go, I might just delete them all and re-add them. And we'll see if that works. No, I'm not going to worry about that. I know you said just kidding, but just answering you, I'm not going to worry about that. I'd rather have this power up than the one in the ones in World 4. Here we go. Mario's a wizard, just casting fireballs. Here we go. There we go. Hey, Matthew! Oh my gosh, 16 days in a row? Man, J. Michael Gonzalez! What's going on,
A day
buddy?
off after working 16 days in a row.
Thank you so much for the $2 super chat. That's one. That's 1 out of 10. 1 out of 10 super chats. Cloud power. Mario got all smoky. What's up, Jay? How's it going, buddy? Enjoying your last meal before you get married. Well, good luck, Jay. There's a crackling sound? Oh no. Oh man. It's been like that this whole time too? It's been like that this whole time too? Man. Thank you, Matthew. Let's see if this fixes it. See if this fixes it. Well, that means that that crackling sound has been happening during my recording too. Well, that means that crackling sound has been... And that means this recording is fucked. That sucks, man. That sucks. It's fucked. Not your fault, Matthew. Thank you for letting me know. Fuck, man. It's not your fault, Matthew. Thank you. Well, yeah, man. That sucks, man. Okay, you didn't hear it until you turned your sound up. Did anybody else hear it until Jay heard it? Or until Matthew heard it? And it's no one, it's obviously like, it's not anyone's fault, you know? It's my fault. For not... I should do a sound check before I start streaming. You know? It's probably been going on since the very beginning of the stream, but it's no one's fault, man. It's mine. You know, I should from now on turn my phone on and just listen to my stream before I actually start recording the game. So I can't blame anyone else but myself, and all I can do is be thankful for letting me know. At least, you know, it is whatever. It is what it is. Yeah. I feel like if I get a new capture card, hopefully, I think what does it is I'm splitting my capture card between two broadcast softwares, because I'm using this broadcast software right here. You know, I'm actually splitting it between three because I'm using it. This is, you know, this is what I'm using for you guys to see the gameplay. This is what I'm using to make my reels. Like this right here, I press this button right here and it records the last 60 seconds of everything I've done in an automatic phone format, which automatically puts the video, thank you so much, which automatically puts the video right here.
Broadcast
You see?
engineering.
Yes. So every time I make a video, look, so that just recorded the last 60 seconds in a perfect phone format that I can post.
I can't blame anyone else but myself, and all I can do is be thankful for letting.
So that's what that does right here. This automatically sets a video, and let's see how long it takes. Boom, new video just popped up right there. So, but then these videos automatically go into future VODs, which is this. I have all these gameplay recordings set up, but then I also have my full playthrough recordings set up that I play overnight on YouTube. So these are nothing but full playthrough or partial playthrough recordings. So I have a lot going on. But since the capture card is spread between here, and here, and even sometimes TikTok Studio, I think it just has a hard time portraying the information here and there. I don't know, but running I have a studio, you know, that's really what it comes down to. Is I have a studio, and it's, you know, whether people want to look at it like a real job or not, it is very much, you know, there's a lot of clerical shit that I have to do with these streams, you know. And I'm 1099, so I have to manage all my own taxes and everything. So some people who come in here saying get a real job, I bet they couldn't freaking, you know, I bet half of those people couldn't set aside their own income for taxes, you know. Like that's where a lot of creators get themselves in trouble. They're like, well, I didn't know that I had to set 30% of my income aside for, you know, it's more like 25 or 20%, but still setting 30% aside is just safe. Anyway, and that's how you give yourself a return as a creator, is you set more aside than you need, and hopefully your write-offs will eat up what you owe, and then you know, you like, yeah, like, yeah, anyway. So thank you. I was gonna do a full run of this game, but now I am for sure going to warp. I'm actually half tempted just to stop this playthrough so I don't do a full playthrough and do another one here soon. Yep. That's crazy, yep. Yeah, be careful. Oh well, at least I got a, oh no, even the VOD that I got, is gonna be, the backtrack video I got is gonna be bad. So I gotta delete that, even the one for the star before, but I still have some good ones. Thank you so much, Matthew Bernier. Thank you for supporting the show. That's 2 out of 10 $2 donos with 18 minutes left. Thank you so much. Hey, Kels, how are you, man? You should think of a soap line, Kells. Soap and like hair and stuff like that called Kells Smells. There you go. There's a brand name for you. Kells Smells. And not like in a bad way. You know, I'm sure you shower and smell fine. Joseph Neal with the lol. Not that great. Feel so depressed. You know, I used to work at a can crushing factory. It was so depressing. No, I am very well aware of. You know what is funny? Listen to this. Can covering your left eye and looking up reduce anxiety?
Yes, covering your left eye and looking up can help reduce anxiety. This action stimulates the vagus nerve, activating the relaxation response and counteracting stress. It's sometimes used in therapies. For medical advice or a diagnosis.
So if you're feeling depressed or you're feeling down, literally cover your left eye and just look up. And it stimulates the vagus nerve. And can make you feel better. It can make you happy. Now, I'm not saying that no one gets depressed because Mr. Bobo, you're just being annoying now. Everyone knows. You know, when you say that, Mr. Bobo, that's the voice I get in my head, like the annoying, like, rich guy. You're probably not rich anyway, but the annoying rich guy who says, everyone knows that caviar is the best. Everyone. That's how I hear you. Oh, so you're trying to annoy me? Okay. Well, you know how I can reduce that annoyance? If you're trying to annoy me, if you're specifically trying to, first off, I'm going to guess that you're a kid. Are you a kid, Mr. Bobo? It's less trying to annoy you and more trying making fun of the people that ironically talk in that way. Fair enough. Okay. I respect that. But you're not. That's the thing, is you're kind of more being annoying and less seeming like you're trying to sound like you're talking that people talking that way. So you're falling more on the like annoying side of it, you know, unfortunately. So how about stop it. Here we go. Man, I honestly want to play something else at this point. I just don't really want to play this anymore. Now that the sound is fucked up and my recording is fucked up, I mean, I just don't want to play the rest of it because I don't want to be like tired of it and not be able to play it in the next few days, because I want to try another recording in the next few days of that. Okay, let's go ahead and do... I've been wanting to get a recording of Shinobi 3. Hey, take care, Matthew. Time to go get groceries. Well, thank you so much for your support, dude. I really appreciate it. Gonna have one of these for breakfast. A Fit Crunch bar with 16 grams of protein and 3 grams of sugar. These things eat like a candy bar. I enjoy them. Really good too. Looks like a freaking candy bar. See you later, Matthew. No. Does anyone else have an echo? Thank you, Jody. What's up, Nick Lagrasso? No, I know, but it was hours. It was no echo here. Okay. I'm just gonna redo the recording soon in a few days. It'll be okay. Jody Spencer says it's been shared. This game is so good. The Vegas nerve does so many things, says Matthew Bernier. Long man. Yeah, I heard the new Shinobi is awesome. I'm just not making enough lately to justify buying any games, unfortunately, so I just play the old ones. Hold on just a second, Patrick. I'll read your comment in just a moment. Hold on just a second, Nick, and I'll read your comment too in just a minute. All right. Hey, Didi, if a game of Super Mario Brothers is played in 2 players, but player 1 beats the game, does the second player need to play? Does the second? Yeah. Yeah. The second player still has to finish their playthrough. But I believe not with Mario 3. I've gotten so bad at this game, I haven't played it in years. When I get time, I'm gonna practice. I need to get back up to speed. I almost beat this game back in the day. That's crazy. This game is so tough, Patrick Brooks. That's awesome. Yep, on Mario 1, the second player does have to finish their playthrough. On Mario 2, the second player does not, I believe. Good morning, Kofax. There's gonna be a He-Man game? For sure. I would rather just redo the playthrough, but I get it. There was like crackling and sound and crackling and stuff. I'll have you work on those few Game Boy things that I did, and we'll see how that goes. Bill Koufax, how's it hanging, buddy? Short, shriveled, and always to the left. The Genesis did have some good games back in the day for sure. As I sit with my coffee, of course my dog is crying to go outside. Yeah, that can be just as much of a pain as changing a diaper, man, especially if you pick up the poo-poo. I always picked up my poo-poo when I had a doggo. I'm doing good, brother. How are you? I'm doing good, man. The only reason you want me to play the Godzilla NES game is because the Angry Video Game Nerd played it. Other than that, you would not even care about the Godzilla game for Nintendo. I always put the dog crap on the bottom of the yard waste bags. Shh. Prang monsters. Oh man, I love German Shepherds. I want one again too eventually. I had 2 of them growing up. When I was a kid, I used to pretend they were my wolves. I also used to pretend they were chasing me, because if I ran, they would run after me. They were such good-natured dogs, though. The only thing I don't like about this game is you can't double jump unless you're like at a very specific height of your jump. Oh, you did? That's awesome. That's so cool. I did the same thing. Yeah, rescue dogs are cool. I like rescue dogs, but at the same time, like, I don't think, you know, I think like rescue dogs, I've had rescue dogs and they're good, but they always seem to have, you know, it's hard to rehome, it's hard to reacclimate a dog that you never know what kind of issues they have, if they were abused, and then that's bad for kids, you know, like. This is my favorite Shinobi for real. Best overall gameplay and music. I agree with that. With one shuriken left. What would happen if you didn't have any left? I would have to get close and use my sword. I would have to come a little closer, can't you see? Things aren't always what they seem to be. Come on, come on, come on. Do you understand? I love Cage the Elephant. The music to this level is so good. I missed that because I was turning up the sound of my TV, damn it. Oh, fuck. Can I play Super Metroid on the Steam Deck? Yeah. I'm just terrible at it. Yep, everything can be played on the Steam Deck up to PS3. I just can't figure out the PS3. I think I have the emulator loaded correctly because I was able to get like I went to Sony's website and I downloaded the firmware and I was able to upload it. Yeah, Jody, I would just say it is. The only thing I will say is if you don't have any prior experience like working with putting emulators on a system, it might just be a little tough for you, but it's not impossible. You just got to follow the videos. Follow the video instructions. That's all I would say. Because it is... Some of the things that you have to do are just a little bit on the tedious side. But once you get it done, it's not a big deal. Yeah, you would have to know how to, you'd have to follow a video on how to download Emulation Station, and then you'd have to either find a way to get a whole bunch of ROMs. Like, the games are not just like you have to download everything to it manually. Yeah. So it's not an easy process. But if you can follow, video instructions, then you can do it. It's not impossible, but like I've been working with, putting emulators on a game on computers and phones since like so I started working with emulation in like, gosh, I would say as far back as like 2002. I was putting, ROMs on my computer. And, messing with emulators and stuff. And I'll tell you what, Sega CD is, like it's just a lot to learn. Like, I'm still learning things after 20 years of doing it, so it's honestly, you're probably just better off with the Nintendo Online service. It's all done for you. You just pay, you know, $50 a year, and it automatically gives you Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Sega. It's all there, ready to play. You don't have to do any downloading. You know, I would probably, like, no offense, not, you know, but once again, if you feel like you can, you know, follow video instructions and, you know, like, it's time consuming, and you have to do it right. Exactly. Like, I'm still working with figuring out the PS3, and it's not really that tough. A lot of it is just, you know, like, the toughest things is like downloading like systems that require BIOS. Like, the BIOS is literally like the BIOS is literally like the emulator itself. Like the Sega CD BIOS is like a file for the Sega CD system. You know, and finding the BIOS is not hard. You just put it in the BIOS folder, and then you add your games. And to add your games, you have to, you know, there's just a lot to be done. What I would do before you do anything is I would look up. I would just look up. I'll send you some videos, Jody. Okay, some videos on what I had to do to make the Steam Deck work. Like, you basically have to study, essentially. So, not saying you can't do it, because you are smart. You know, I know you're smart. I know you personally. So I think you can do it, but it's just, do you have the time to sit at a computer and learn about all the things for the Steam Deck? I was one of those who did not have a girlfriend, who messed with my computer until the break of dawn. Sometimes I gave people the creeps because of how much of a nerd I was. But I'm not giving up. Now being a nerd is cool. Now I'm playing video games online on Facebook. Do-do-do-do-do. You know, it's just a matter of, do you have the time to listen to me whine? No, for real though. Do you have the time to learn? And you may, you know, like during your downtime when you're sitting there for hours, you know, like maybe you're sitting there for 8 hours sometimes in between your next load, you know. And I'm not talking about poop, y'all. Jody's a trucker. You know, in between your next load to carry, you know, you could watch some videos. But the problem is sometimes like to learn. Oh my gosh, I just kind of gave up on the PS3 on here. I just kind of gave up for right now. And eventually I may figure it out. Thank you so much, Jody. Thank you for the 150 stars, dude. You're so awesome. Guys, give me a hashtag Jody for the 150 stars. We're supporting the show, man. That's 2 boxes of macaroni, brother. 2 boxes of macaroni, brother. That was stupid. Like, I don't even really want much on there from PlayStation 3. I just want to be able to play Dragon Ball Z Burst Limit on my Steam Deck. But I can't figure it out, and it won't work on the 360. It won't work. It pisses me off. Like, I don't know why it won't work. I wonder why I'm not losing any lives when I lose a life. Who's gonna match Jody? Who's gonna match that shit? Who's gonna start a match train? 150 stars or a $2 super chat? Or even a $1 super chat? Who's gonna match that shit? Gosh, that was stupid. Oh, because I have more than 9 lives. Okay. Duh. All right. I didn't know. I thought that it stopped at 9 lives, because a lot of games will just stop giving you lives. Like Mega Man X, you can't get more than 9 lives, and even if you get another life past 9, it won't let you have it, you know? Hey, Jody said I will match myself. Thank you so much, Jody. This is a tough level. This is a really tough level to be stuck on. Guys, give me a hashtag Jody for matching himself. Hell yeah. Now who's gonna match Jody? Jody's matched himself. He said, I'll do it. I'll start this off. Match train. Technically, we started a match train, y'all. Thank you so much, match train. Hashtag Jody from Jamie. Hey, Chris Knapp said I'll match that shit. Match train. And you started a star party. We have not completed 1 star party this month, y'all. Can you believe it? Not 1. God dang it. That was so stupid. Thank you so much, you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Star party. Hey, he said I got you. Hell yeah, star party. Who's gonna match the star
I got
party?
you. Thumbs up emoji. Thumbs up emoji.
Thank you so much. Yeah, it was. Match train. Thank you so much, Chris. Thank you so much. Now, who's gonna match Chris and who's gonna match Jamie? I gotta match my face and your butt. Wait a minute. That ain't right. It's gotta be my face. Wait a minute. No, that ain't right either. That's from Joe Dirt, if you guys didn't know. Motherfucker. Who's gonna match that shit? We got a star party going on right now. We have not completed 1 star party this month. It's insane. Hashtag Chris, hell yeah. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Jody. Thank you, Jamie. Hey, he said I will match.
You'll match that crap.
Yes. Another match. How many matches can we get? That's the most matches I think we've seen so far. That's amazing. Thank you so much. Oh, man. No, motherfucker. For sure. That means there's a star party, but the star party is over. That's okay though. I feel like that was awesome. Even though we haven't completed star parties this month, there's still a lot of love coming in, and I'm very thankful. I'm not where I want to be, but I'm also not where as bad as I could be. So thank you so much, everyone.
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message. I love you.
That should be the end right there. That should be it. No, motherfucker. Die, mother bitch. I forget what that was from. Thanks so much, Joseph Neal, Jamie, Chris Knapp, and Jody Spencer. You know it's getting close to the last level when they're playing the intro music. I love Drop Dead Fred. No panties. Yeah, Drop Dead Fred was great. They were actually thinking about making a sequel for a while with that, with Russell Brand, and that actually would have been probably moderately decent, but you still just can't beat the original, you know? Oh my gosh, seriously? Just let me run past you. Russell Brand is, of course, not on Hollywood's radar anymore. Because he doesn't drink the Kool-Aid. Cobwebs! Oh my gosh. Oh wait. Okay, cool. It actually started me in a halfway decent spot. This looks like Demon's Crest? Maybe just this level. But I would have to highly disagree as someone who knows Demon's Crest as well. Oh, of course you're going to say that. Of course you're going to come in and say he's one of the easy bosses. That's what people always say when they're trolling. When someone's losing to a boss. This boss is easy. Why do you shock? I can beat this boss with no thumbs. Okay, cool. What's your point, Infamous? What is your point? All right, I'm gonna call that game right there. Let's see. Let's play something different. Fair enough. Cool. Just making conversation. Fair enough. Well, right on, man. You know, there's probably lots of people who are better than I am at that game. That's for sure. My stream is going good, man. Thanks for asking. My stream is going well. I really appreciate you asking there. Thanks for asking a genuine question. Trying to think of what to play next for a little bit here. Do I have a playthrough of Earthworm Jim recorded? I think I do. Let me check. I do. I have Earthworm Jim 1, 3 levels. Ooh. Do I have a copy of, do I have a run of Bloodlines recorded? Castlevania, SNES. No, I don't. Let's do Bloodlines. Sorry, Infamous, just the way you started off with your sentences, I was waiting for you to start trolling. You know, typically when someone comes in, starts talking about how easy a boss is, typically the next thing they go into is how much I suck. You know, so I was waiting for that. And maybe sometimes I preemptively call it out too soon, but at the same time, I was, you know, I'm typically right, like, you know, I would say at least, you know, a certain percentage of the time. You know, I don't know, maybe 50% of the time I'm right about it. Well, right on, man. Support is everything. I watch your streams all the time. Most of the time I don't really say anything. My apologies. That's okay. You don't have anything to apologize for. Yeah, you do. Lurking sucks. Thanks for being a lurker. No, I'm kidding, dude. You're all good. I appreciate your conversation, man. You know, we have nothing but an awesome community here who, you know, we kick out douchebags immediately. I don't waste a whole lot of time. So glad you're here. I recognize your name now. I didn't recognize it at first. I won't lie. Ugh, Bloodlines is so easy. I beat this blindfolded with my feet, you rookie. No, you're all right. My bad. I misinterpreted what you were saying. I automatically looked at it as you were going to start possibly saying something rude, and I apologize, and I should have recognized your name, but I have a bad memory. So, I'll blame it on the fact that my memory sucks. Chris Frederick, welcome in. You should have seen it just a minute ago, man. The super chats and the stars were blowing up. I love it. Yeah, man, I've been doing this as my income, only this as my income for the last 6 years. So, you know, I mean, you know, doing this for 8 hours a day, it's 6 to 10 hours a day, you know, freaking 7 days a week, never taking a break. I kind of start to, you know, you recognize a pattern with how some people talk, and unfortunately you kind of almost hit that pattern for a minute, because there is a pattern sometimes to how trolls operate. I know Chris Frederick sees it too. A lot of people see it. As soon as someone will come in sometimes, and it's like certain people who watch the stream, we almost can, like, you know, I'll see Chris write, and I'll be thinking the same thing. You know, what's he gonna say? There's a lot of you out there who think that same way. I'm gonna be honest, YouTube is my safe space. It brings a lot of old nostalgia back to life, and the last thing I want to do is troll. Well, fuck yeah, man. I love that. Things that make you go, Things that make you go, The things that make you go, The things that make you go, is like Phil's mom. Just kidding. I don't know Phil's mom, and she's probably a saint. Man, you know, after recording all the games that I play for pre-recorded, like for when I do my, you know, nights of gaming like that, where I play, like where I do a YouTube stream playing all the recordings that I've made, I'm starting to realize how many games I actually do play when streaming, man. Like, for a while I was thinking, like, you know, I need to, you know, get some variety in my gaming, but really, honestly, like, there is a lot of different games that I play on stream. Like, let's see here: Aladdin, Altered Beast, Bart versus the Space Mutants, Battletoads and Double Dragon, both Beavis and Buttheads for Nintendo, Bucky O'Hare, you know, Castlevania 4, Castlevania 3, 2, 1, and Bloodlines, and, you know, sometimes Symphony of the Night, and Dragon Spirit, all the Double Dragons, Gauntlet, Gradius, all the different Marios, Mega Mans, TMNTs, Yoshi's Island. I mean, there's a lot that's played on this channel. It's really helping me flesh out, like, what I play and what I don't play. I love Golden Axe too. It's a great game. Welcome in. You want me to play Castlevania Rebirth again? Sure thing. I need to get a recording of that. I'll play that tonight. Or maybe I'll play it this afternoon after some, or maybe I'll start with it this afternoon. A channel with variety, yes. I really do try to keep the variety up. Yeah, I love Castlevania Rebirth. I gotta play stuff on Switch here and there though, because a lot of my, like, if you guys notice how I do the VODs, like the short content, a lot of my short content comes from, you know, like playing games on my Switch and then using the recording feature on the Switch and then easily sharing it from my Nintendo account to Facebook. Like, watch this. As soon as I get done beating this boss, I'm gonna press and hold this button, and then I just saved a 30-second recording of the gameplay. And now I can post that. Hey, good morning, Mangelo. Yes, it does. The Switch really does have a lot to offer. I think the Switch offers more than, honestly, any other platform. Like, you can argue the PlayStation Premium probably has more to play, but more things that I actually want to play? Nah. I actually got rid of the premium part of PlayStation Online, and I just have PlayStation Online now, which I think is ridiculous that it's $80. But whatever. There's definitely better things to spend $80 on, like a Super Chat. Or stars. For those who like them, I will be doing another kitchen stream today. Oh, yeah, that is really cool. I'm tempted, Brian. Yeah, $80 will pay for a family plan on Switch, and you can have 8 people there. Yep. Cortina and I split a family plan. Jody, I still need to get you on there, man. I'm gonna, you know, I feel bad, but like Barry Haney never watches anymore, so I'm unfortunately gonna take Barry Haney off of there and replace it with you. But I just forget. I'm so fucking busy, and it's been months, and I don't mean to. I really don't mean to. I really don't mean to. But we're gonna get you on that family plan here real soon, man. I promise. Every time I tell Cortina about it, like, we just get busy, man. We like dinner every night takes so long. Everything just takes so long, man. Maybe I'll do it directly after this stream. I know you're not. You're being super patient about it, man, and I appreciate it. Cool thing is, too, is if you have, like, you know, let's say you have family members who have a Switch as well, you can split that with them. So you can be like, hey, how about 4 of us get together and get a family plan for Switch, and then we're all only paying $20 a piece for the year. You just gotta trust the person, because then, you know, you gotta trust the person who you... Am I streaming on Facebook as well? Mm-hmm. That's my main... Yep. I guess YouTube is becoming more my main, but still... Yep, I'm streaming on Facebook and Twitch, although Twitch is a bunch of fucking lurkers, man. No one talks on Twitch. I don't have blue hair and play Fortnite. I'm not a Chad who plays Call of Duty all the time, so I don't get any viewers on Twitch. I don't play nothing but Call of Duty all the time. So, yep, I don't get noticed on Twitch at all. I don't even have my comments open for Twitch. I just am on there. Because there's like 1 or 2 rogue people who watch over there. I'm also thinking that there's some people who might get notifications from over there, so it's like, it's worth, you know, actually at least going live over there so I can, you know, so there's maybe some people who get a notification from there. But honestly, like Facebook and YouTube are where the majority of my income comes from. It used to be just Facebook, and I used to make just a little bit off of YouTube. But now YouTube is taking over. You know, YouTube is like, you know, like last month I made $1,600 on Facebook and $600 on YouTube. And the month prior I made $2,100 on Facebook and $1,200 on YouTube. And this month I'm up to like $400 on each platform right now. So thank you everybody, appreciate that so much. But yeah, this is what I've been doing as an income, as an income, and nothing but my income for the last 6 years. I've been streaming for 8 years, but I've been doing this full time for 6 years, since January 4th of 2020. I really super appreciate everybody who does you know, support the stream, because you're not only supporting me, but you're supporting my kids, my lady. You're keeping food in my kids' mouths, diapers on my kids' bums. Lucas and Eli are probably going to be done with diapers around the same time, though. Eli is potty training for sure. He definitely likes to go pee-pee on the potty. Lucas, though, is fighting it like crazy. Lucas does not want to grow up. I have to take away his Switch in order to get him to go pee-pee on the potty. Yep, and you can actually see all the comments to the left of me. All the comments for YouTube and Facebook show up on the left of me. So if you wonder what they're talking about on Facebook, wonder no more. Because it's right there. Damn, that was bull. Depending on how far it starts me back, I'm not playing this again. This ain't so bad. When is the next Comic-Con? I have no idea. Since I don't follow any of those or go to any of them. I don't know. But I tell you what I might start doing eventually. I might start doing flea market mornings on Sundays and start actually going to the flea market to just to like eventually sell stuff. Like games and action figures and stuff like that. That stuff sells really well at flea markets. Yeah, they're fun, Jody. They're just really crowded. They're very crowded. And I don't know. If you don't like crowds, but you can get a lot of good deals there, man. A lot of good deals at Comic-Cons and stuff. Because people are typically really, really wanting to get rid of their shit there. And a lot of times people will take a little less. You can, you know, haggle like crazy at those things. Especially if someone's like dying for a sale, you know, like they haven't sold anything in a while, they will cut you a deal to get a sale going. Add Zylvania. ADD Zylvania. Matthew Wynn, you're funny. Oh. Ooh. This level kind of reminds me of Splatterhouse, honestly, with the music. Yeah, this is where the game just gets ridiculous for me. The character looks like a buff Marty McFly. I can see that. Brutal. Hello, mommy. I can't see your face. No, man, seriously. This is on easy too. Oh, dude, Yu Yu Hakusho is like definitely hands down my favorite anime. Best fighting out of any anime. Like, it's just so good. You know, I will say though, one of my favorite fights from Dragon Ball Z is Piccolo versus Android 18. That fight was so awesome. Goku vs. Majin Vegeta was good. I just get tired of hearing Vegeta bitch. I should be the strongest. I was an elite Saiyan. Taken down by a nobody. This clown. Wah! But don't get me wrong, neat fight. But when you find out that Goku was holding back the whole time, I knew about you holding back. You're Super Saiyan 3. Like, don't get me wrong, kick-ass fight. The first fight, that was awesome. The first Goku and Vegeta fight, yeah. That was really kick-ass. And don't get me wrong, once again, I really like, you know, I was very, damn. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I won that. Hey Jake. What's up, man? How are you? It was just stage 3. Goku vs. Frieza was good. You know, you can watch the entire Goku vs. Frieza fight with all the filler edited out in a 3-hour movie on YouTube. People always talk about how good the music was in Super Castlevania 4, but I think Bloodlines is slept on, dude. Good lord, man. GG says Phil. GG says Jody. Yeah, you know, that's a good fight too, but Brawly's such a bitch in that movie. Rah, I'm mad because you were crying next to me as a baby. Rah, Kakarot. Like, that's the whole movie. That's why he's mad. Is because he was crying next to him as a baby. Literally why that fight's happening. Now, the Dragon Ball Super movie, on easy my ass, it's like Mortal Kombat on easy. It's still difficult, right, Phil? Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to shut down everything you say. I'm just giving my honest opinion about, or not trying to disagree with you on everything you say. I'm just giving my honest opinion about what I think about these fights. So if it was anybody mentioning them, Matthew Wind, I'd be saying the same thing. For sure. Like, okay, Goku, the first fight, Goku was Beerus, that was a good fight. And Goku vs. Majin Vegeta was a good fight too. But it's just not my favorite. And Vegeta being terrified of Brawly, can't forget that. He wouldn't even help Goku, right? Like, man, I swear that's one thing I love so much about the new Brawly fight. The new Brawly movie is so good. Like, it's so good. Like, have you guys seen that? The new Brawly movie? Like, it's so good. Oh, I guess I'm not supposed to go that way. I thought I was. Yeah, the new Brawly movie is so good, man. Like, Vegeta fights him, then Goku fights him, then they fuse and fight him as Gogeta. Like, it is just awesome. Oh, dude, you got to, Jody. Seriously. Yeah, the new Brawly movie is so good. Yeah, Brawly actually has like a backstory in that movie. And Brawly becomes like a good guy, kind of. You know? Like, Brawly is... like, he's just being used by Frieza in the movie. Like, the new storyline for Brawly in the new movie is like Frieza tricks, you know, Brawly into thinking that, you know, Goku and Vegeta are the ones who destroyed the original planet of the Saiyans. You know, so like basically like there actually is a point and a premise. Yeah, he becomes a pure of heart Saiyan, right? Exactly, Infamous. Brawly has more character. Yeah, he's not just I scream a lot and really powerful. And honestly, I hated Vic McNona's voice as Brawly. That guy is such a douchebag. Whatever his fucking name is. The guy who played Edward Elric in Full Metal Alchemist, he used to be one of my favorite voice actors until I heard how much of a douche he was. Until I found out he thought he was like God's gift to anime voice acting. I don't like people like that. Yeah, I don't really support Abridged, to be honest with you. Abridged is okay, but I think it's wrong what they're doing. You know, they're taking content that's not theirs and voicing over it, and they're, I don't know, I don't think it's right what Abridged is doing. So I don't really support Abridged. But yes, it's funny. Indeed, it is funny. I've watched it, but I don't support it. I won't really watch it too often. Let's see. I need to go make a diaper check. And it is 11:15. Let me go see. Captain Carrot Cake. I might have time for like one more short game. I need to name that playthrough and throw it in my folder for the late night shows. Let's see here. So let's see. What did I make it to level 4? Castlevania Bloodlines. Beat level 3. Oh, I wish I had time for Mega Man. Mega Man's too time consuming for the amount of time I have left. Let's see here. All right, everybody hang tight please for me if you can. Let's see here. Do me a favor while I'm gone. Let me pull up a video source here. Hold on just a minute. Okay. All right. So let me also real quick here do this because it's, for some reason it is it gets unfocused and won't refocus. So hang tight and enjoy this song, and I'll be right back. I'm gonna check diapers.
Glow on my lips, snack stash tall like my backlog list. Old games, new race, same crack joystick, anime tabs all open real quick. Too many. Old guy DD, can't sit still, but I never leave. Nah, click dash dodge, that's the routine. All tab life, yeah, I main the meme. Old guy DD, chat say boom when I hit that scene. Retro flare with the new age screen. One more round, yeah, one more stream. One more. Forget the main plot. Grind so long, but I still talk trash a lot. Cosplay cloak over dad by jeans. Waifu on the shirt, but I keep it PG. Kinda old guy DD. Spam that name when you see that feed. Type it. Old games, anime, Stay logged in, let the old guy lead. Ooh, yeah. Old guy ADD. Ah. Ah. Old guy ADD. Old guy ADD, button mash deity, 8-bit energy, laugh till we level up. No! Boot the stream up, dust on the cartridge. He ain't meta, he's museum carnage. Castlevania, coffee in his flask. Whips out puns like Belmont Cristo fast. MMA tabs 50 on the desktop. Naruto ramen cold on the next shot. Chat says focus, he just shrugs. Why me? Brain doing Devil May Cry on 5 screens. Five screens! Old guy ADDD. Let's go! Combo brain in 2D. From Dragon Ball Power to Helsing Hour. Still pausing on the menu screen. Old guy ADD. Hey! Retro King with late fees. If it's older than you, he'll speed run it too. Laugh track over every GG. Full Metal jokes, no equivalent trade. 3-hour stream still on the title page. Hit start boomer, chat keeps yelling. He's in options, reading more story spelling. Save file names, tax return, back pain. Old school games, new school lag brain. Naruto run to the bathroom break. Comes back like, did I win for Pixel Save? Gaia DD, all-time comedy. Game over, nah. Continue. Same stage, new bad playthrough. Old Gaia DD. Spam emotes on 3. If you came for skill, wrong lobby, stay for the chaos and free nostalgia XP. Oh, guy, is it blinking? Give it a blow. Wiggle the cord. There we go. Yo! Old guy ADD's got the joystick tight. Turn the game over into a party tonight. He's chasing high scores and he's clearing the stage. The coolest retro gamer of a certain age. A little bit of Patrick Keller in the sun. A little of Julian Michaels having fun. A little bit of Vagalos is all I need. A little of Chris Knapp at top speed. A little bit of MC Mikey all night long. A little bit of Ivana in the song. A little bit of Alvin Smith right here. A little bit of Jody Spencer giving a cheer. A little bit of Matthew Wynn is on the way. A little of Jamie's here to play. A little bit of Matthew Bernier's quest. A little bit of Adam Nelson, he's the best. A little bit of Jake Hills on the track. A little bit of Billy the Bird, don't look back. A little bit of Chris Frederick in the light. A little bit of Eric Joseph gaming right. Wait, Punk Sticks, did you see that? I don't mind. Wait, Punk Sticks, did you see there? I think my guinea. Joy sticky, joy so fruitified. My reading glasses, I can't see the hue. Justin Vogel grabbed me and sorta Ashley Kyle. Is the chat still there? Robert and Nicole, we're going for the world. Record John Pacino, Shane. Don't let me hit the reset button with my knee. A little bit of Errol and Debbie Baca too. A bit of Bradley and Rico
Definitely an awesome song, right? Definitely jazzy.
Is it blinking? Give it a blow. Wiggle the cord. There we go. Yo!
So I've been live for 2.5 hours. I probably have a little bit longer left, not much. But if I want to have any time to come back, like at a decent time, like if I want to come back around 2, I won't lie, I need about 2.5 hours in between streams. Patrick Brooks, those were made by my friend Chris. My friend Chris Russell has made many AI songs for me, and he's made a few. He's made let's see here. He's made this one.
Press start and hold tight, here we go again.
Makes me want to go to the speakeasy.
Old guy ADD, the king of 8-bit zen. Pixel skies and power-ups, he's the retro pro. Blasting through the past on his
So yeah, they're just fun. They're good for the show, you know. I can't like pay a band to make them for me. Too much. I gotta talk to my buddy who makes music. He's like, yeah, I want $300 to make you a song. I'm like, well, I guess I'm not getting a song. You know, if I made millions like some of these creators out there, then maybe not a big deal, you know? You know what I mean? Let's see.
From the Leaf Village to a plumber's pipe, anime vibes and retro hype. Controller in hand, he rewrites the rules. Old guy's dojo where nostalgia schools. Coins are clinking, hearts restored.
That is the vibe you're supposed to get from this song. I asked him to make me a song that sounds like an anime opening.
Old guy ADD, bring the games to life, dodging fire, chasing stars, pixel perfect strife. Button mash, rewind the past, it's so wild, spree, stream the dream. Old guy ADD.
And then I had another one here. I'm like, can you make me a song that sounds like an anime closing song, like a closing song? He's like, sure, here you go.
Fading lights and pixel skies, 8-bit stars where memories lie. The past rewinds, it loops, it plays. Old guy ADD, leading the way through the dungeons, through the fight, chasing shadows, chasing light. Press start on dreams that never fade. Old guy ADD, the hero made. Game over's not the end, you see. It's a checkpoint in eternity. From cartridge worlds.
Yeah, me too. Do I like Robot Chicken? Yeah.
The echoes sing their ancient hymn. A wolf howls low, a scream turns blue. The old and new, they meet in you. Through the pixels, through the frame, every life's another game. Press start on dreams that never
I don't know. I don't think so.
Checkpoint in eternity.
And then there's another one. There's 2 anime closing style songs.
Fading lights and pixel skies.
You ever forget a game you have because you have so many, then suddenly run into it like, wow, I forgot it. Oh, yeah, all the time. All the time. I just looked at a game the other day. I'm like, oh my God, I forgot I had that. There's actually so many times in the past when I've rebought a game. I have noticed you struggled to beat the first level of Codename Viper in the overnight stream. Was it difficult? No, I just pretended it was hard. Yeah, of course it was difficult. That game is freaking tough as hell.
It's a checkpoint.
And then I said, can you create me something that sounds like a Disturbed song? Oh, I love Robot Chicken.
Old games, old blades, in the dark they
FYI, if you don't know, ADD is very sarcastic. Like, you can easily fall into the sarcasm chasm without knowing he's the OG's. I appreciate you.
collide in pixelated wars. No place to
I love this part coming up right now.
rises with fire. Takes the
I love this song.
challenge a doomed fate conspires. The end's desire.
If you guys want to hear those songs, you can always go to my website. They're all uploaded there. That's an excellent wrestler opening theme song. I loved Roman Reigns. He was awesome. All right, let's do one more game. Let's play Ninja Warriors. Or Ninja Saviors, Return of the Warriors. Ooh, you know what game I need to make a recording of? Power Rangers for the Super Nintendo. Character reminds me of Zero. Obviously, there's two things that, you know, she has that Zero doesn't. Kunai. Just chuck a four-wheeler at him, no big deal. Looks kind of pudgy. It's a girl. And her I don't know. Maybe. Right, exactly. I like how for the boss it just says boss. You guys seen that one quick reel where it's like the guy's on talking to his friend online? He's like, hold on just a second, I gotta defeat the boss. And he literally, his boss comes over and says, what are you doing? You're supposed to be working. And he gets up and punches the boss and then gets back to the game. Oh, damn. Oh! Robot. That's it? That's it? You guys might remember this game after seeing this character. Next mission, unemployment office. This game was on Super Nintendo and arcade. This is just a remake of it on Switch. This game you haven't had two screens like the X-Men arcade? Nice, I didn't know that. My special bar at the bottom of the screen only builds up all the way if you don't get hit. Yes. Yeah, music in this game kind of reminds you of Mega Man. I can totally see that. I think this will be a good random game for people to see at night, you know? Like, I want to get enough content to where I can run... Like, I'm starting to get enough content to where I could do... It's hard. I have 100 gigs of saved gameplay. Can you guys believe that? Crazy. A 100 gigs of saved gameplay right now. I'm going to build up thousands of gigs of saved gameplay so I can run eventually what I would like to do is I would like to run Kick just all the time, like just have Kick running constantly. Or YouTube or something, or Twitch, like they make those 24-hour Twitch channels. That might be a good idea to do. It is one beefy ninja. And I'm gonna make my own commercials too, like with my songs and talking and just saying hi to the audience. So I'm gonna make my own commercials for the for those late night streams too. I'm gonna sit in front of this camera, I'm gonna put one of my songs on, and then I'm just gonna talk to the camera about, you know, what's going on here. Hey everybody, I'm Old Guy ADD. I do live content, you know, throughout the day. If you're enjoying this content, if you like the gameplay, it's all done by me, you know, all played and recorded by me here. So make sure to, you know, like and share and come check out the live shows, you know, things like that. So ADD, make a commercial like an old school 90s infomercial. Man, I don't know if I'm that creative. Look at that spinning propeller. I'm gonna run into it. That's the most dangerous animal in the world. I'm gonna touch it. I'm gonna poke it with a stick. The deadly trouser snake. Ah, I saw this guy coming. For anybody who was into G4 TV, here I'm going to share a really kick-ass little documentary about the rise and fall and rise again, and fall again of G4. I'm going to share it to Discord right now for you guys. Here we go. So when you're done with the stream and you need something to watch in between, there is the story of X-Play, the gaming pioneer that lost it all twice. It's a really good, like, hour-long documentary. It's pretty interesting. Tells about the interns and what they went through and, like, you know, where it started. Whoa, Patrick Brooks with 50 jewels. Do that again 10 times. Thank you for the jewels, good sir. Hopefully they weren't from your family. Yeah, I miss Tech TV before they became G4 TV, and this even talks about what they were before they became that. They were like DZ TV or something like that before they were Tech TV. G4 TV still up and running. That's one heck of a dad joke, by the way. No, G4 TV is not still up and running. No, they messed up big time. Remember, a stork will bring you a baby, but a swallow never will. Ha ha. That's funny. I watched Attack of the Show religiously. I did not miss an episode. Attack of the Show, attack. Confucius says it takes many nails to build a crib, but one screw to fill it. Confucius says those who dream of chocolate pudding wake up with spoon and bum. Ooh. Yuck. First time I ever played this game was in a Pizza Hut. All right, guys, it is noon. I think it's about time to go after this level. Yeah, Olivia Munn made Attack of the Show, man. Hey, Gil. Hey, yeah, dude, great. I really appreciate it, Gil. Most definitely, buddy. All right, Vega. This is called the Ninja Warriors. It's on the Switch. I'll show you when I'm done with it here in just a second. I'm going to be stopping here in just a minute. It's this Ninja Saviors on the Switch. All right, everybody. I am going to go ahead and get out of here. Get my kiddos fed. And I'm going to try to come back around Tooth Hurdy. Yes. Oh my gosh. Olivia Munn. Oh, Olivia Munn. God. Olivia Munn made that show. 100% made that show. It was like, wait, you're a nerd? No, you're not. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. I really, really do super appreciate it. Go check out that G4 thing that I posted in Discord. Good game, A to D. Thanks, buddy. Let's see. What was it I was talking about? Power Rangers. Power Rangers on lunch on the next stream. I don't want to forget, so I'm going to write it down. Old school, pen and paper. I like pens a little bit. Power Rangers.
And TMNT 2, the arcade game.
So TMNT 2, the arcade game. I think Phil said he's gonna play. Punk Sticks. I don't know if Punk Sticks is in here, but who wants to play Ninja Turtles 2, the arcade game, around 3:30? All right, everybody. I'm gonna go ahead and go. Take care on Twitch. Patrick Brooks, Autumn. Let's see here. Let's use the closing songs. Phil Koufax is going to play. All right. Take care on YouTube, everybody. Have a good one. Chris Frederick and Miss Joanna and Death Star Jedi and Infamous. Take care, everybody. Patrick Brooks, thanks for the jewels.